Alright, the article says this. By far the most financially profitable West Indian colonies in 1800 belonged to the United Kingdom. After entering the sugar colony business late, after entering the sugar colony business late, alright, because it says the UK, they got into the sugar, building sugar plantations a little late in the game. So, but when they got into it, they became the most profitable financially from the slave trade. Talking about the UK. It says this: brittle naval supremacy and control over key islands such as Jamaica, Trinidad, the Leeward Islands, and Barbados, and the territory of British Guyana gave it an important edge over all competitors. While many British did not make gains, a handful of individuals made small fortunes. Exactly. And you could bet on it that those were the heads, man. That's how they still do things. They probably from the 13 Illuminati bloodlines or something, man. That's how these crackers also operate, man. They have barons and big money makers, man. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, they have a few at the top controlling everything, man. All right. It says this, and it's all business, man. It's talking about competitors and profits. All right, they treated us like a business, man. That slave trade was just business to them. All right, we got shipped over here on these ships, packed in like canned food, man. All right. It says this. This advantage was reinforced when France lost its important colony, Saint Dominica, Western Hispaniola, which is now Haiti, to a slave revolt in 1791, and supported revolts against its rival Britain. See what that says? It says France supported revolts against its rival Britain. See all them revolts and riots you see going on, man? That the Illuminati in America and the British part of the Illuminati, they got their hands all up in that, man. All right. They over there rioting in the north parts of Africa and the Middle East. They really trying to push certain nations up out of there. All right, they stirring up all kinds of things in Africa so they can push China up out of there and Russia from making money off them nations, man. You see that? That's why they split Sudan up the other week. They trying to get China up out of Africa from getting those resources. All right, that's another one of their tactics. They plant riots. They plant insurrections, man. All right, that's also money for them. Everything they do is about money and their business moves. The scripture says this. Matter of fact, let's actually go to the scriptures, and this is Isaiah 51 and 14, dealing with that slave revolt. It says this. Isaiah 51 and 14, the captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. See that? So them people over there in Haiti was going through hell, so they wanted to be loose. So they revolted, man, and got them Europeans up out of there. Scripture says this: it has been estimated that profits from the slave trade of the West Indian plantations created up to 1 in 20 of every pound circulating in the British economy at the time of the Industrial Revolution in the latter half of the 18th century. All right, so they was making big money. 1 in 20 British pounds came off the back of a slave, man. But I'm gonna read to you about your money, man. We're gonna read to these Edomites about all that money they made. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 10. It says this: for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. See that? Esau, the love of money, had Esau over here doing all these things, man. And they still doing these. They still reaping the benefits from slavery, man. All right. This is James 5 and 1. It says this: go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted. Your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered. The rust of them shall be a witness against you, Now Russ come on something that's old. That old money, you old money families, all right, that's going to bear witness against you. Because what did we read earlier? Prepare iniquity, all right? Prepare slaughter for the children for the iniquity of their fathers. You still got that old money. And that Russ, all right, going to be a witness against you. Now it says this. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped up treasure together for the last days. Now, didn't I tell you earlier that all the moves they make, they preparing for this big war. They waiting on the Lord to return. All right, that's the real reason why they making all these power moves, man. That's why they putting UFOs on TV to make you not believe it. That's why they doing things in the Middle East. All right, that's why they trying to push the prophecies. Because in Wisdom of Solomon, it tell you that they say let us see what shall be the latter end of him, man. They want to know what the latter end of the children of God gonna be. I'm gonna read that to you in a second. Also, the scripture says this: Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. That's right, the Lord of Sabaoth, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, man. All right, that's what that mean right there. Now, I said that he like to push the prophecies. I'm gonna show you that. This is Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 16. I'm gonna start at 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Matter of fact, this is what the ungodly say. If you read verse 1, it says, For the ungodly said, reasoning within themselves, but not aright. Now I'm gonna skip down to 6, verse 6. This Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in the youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. See that? The white man's all about building museums and a bunch of statues and all kind of whatnot. All right, the scripture says this: let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. They have all kind of inheritances. It says this: let us oppress the poor and righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Now the law of justice is like them saying, okay, we stronger than these people. We got tanks, we got musty guns. They don't got none. The law of justice only tells us that we're stronger than them, so we should take them over. That's what the law of justice is talking. That's their law of justice, man. Scripture says this: therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending of the law. Don't we read to them out the law the things that they do wrong? Yes, we do. Scripture says this: an objective to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professeth to have the knowledge of God, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion. That's what they think about the righteous men in the world. Scripture says this: we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Right, we say they're the fake Jews. We say they're not the real Christians. All right. Let's read on. It says, he abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounces the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father. And that's exactly what we say. It says this: let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. All right, let us prove mean let's try it out. Let's see what happened. Let's try him. So let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Right. That's why they come with sellout offers. That's why they got us in poverty. to see if we're going to turn to the Lord, or we just going to let them keep beating us. It also says, let us see if his words be true. So they put out the vibrations to push these prophecies, because they study these Bibles and books and they know what's going to happen. All right. That's why James 19:2-19 says this. Thou believest that there is one God, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. See that? So they already know what time it is, man. Let's go to Ezekiel 7:14 real.